welcome back. Today I decided I'm going to talk about lane splitting. Mentioned it in my last video. And I tend to get into this conversation with a lot of people. Here in Florida, it is not legal to lane split. But a lot of riders around here want to be able to do it, and I just want to touch on why I don't think it's a good idea. Number one, dropping a law like that here in Florida would probably be ill-advised due to the fact that the drivers around here already don't pay enough attention. To add lane splitting on top of that to where they have to pay even more attention, it just doesn't sound good to me. Now, the rider aspect of it, I understand wanting to do it, because me myself, like I mentioned in the last video, I've gotten hit by a car at a stoplight on a bike, this bike particularly. So I get the want to do it, but I have seen way too many videos from over in Europe and out in California where lane splitting has gone really, really wrong. People changing lanes in front of you. And yes, I know they're supposed to watch out for us because it's legal to lane split and whatnot, but you gotta also think about the fact that when you're lane splitting, you are tucked, really light, you are tucked right up against the car where the biggest blind spot is. So getting mad at somebody for cutting you off while you're lane splitting is kinda dumb. It's kinda dumb. Because you are literally in a place on their car that they can't see at all. Even with car mirrors properly adjusted, you still can't see all the way up against the back of the car like that. There's still a blind spot there. So, I don't think that it's safer. I really don't. Maybe filtering up to the front at stoplights, but just going down the highway and filtering that way, I don't think that's a good idea. I've seen it go wrong too many times. I've seen this one video of this chick who got cut off while lane splitting, and she ate the back of a car on a Sportster, and she seemed to be okay, but at the same time, it's like, what if you get pinched between? What if you get pinched between two cars? I just think there's more risk than reward out of it. Now, the other problem I have with lane splitting is it seems like a lot of the people who really endorse lane splitting are road ragey anyway. You also go look at a lot of those videos where guys get cut off from lane splitting and that, and they just roll up and they smash the dude's mirror. Or it's like, or they're sitting here pointing at their GoPro, and it's like, yeah, you got him on camera doing what? Making a mistake. Now you also got yourself on camera doing fucking property damage. So it's like, what do you get out of it? Now he has no mirror to see at all on that side of his car. So it's like, what did you help by mirror smashing? It doesn't help. It makes everybody unsafer, including other cars. How would you like it if someone came up to you and knocked the mirror clean off your bike? Or how would you like it if someone came in and just busted in your headlight? Or kicked the side of your bike? Because I've seen guys do that too. I've seen them literally kick the side of the car and dent the door in. It's like, come on. So it's one of those things where there's pros and there's cons, and I see too many cons versus pros. I also noticed that a lot of the people who lane split do it recklessly. Really recklessly. Traffic's cruising down the highway at like 40, 50 mile an hour, and they're doing like 60 through the friggin' cars. It's like, how do you expect anyone to see you when you're going that fast in their blind spot? And I always hear the same excuse every single time. It's their job to look out for me. No, it's our job to look out for us. People in cars are oblivious. If you want the privilege of riding a motorcycle, you need to take care of yourself. It's just that simple. I also noticed that it seems to cause nothing but road rage, lane splitting. Like I see, this one I see more over in Europe and that, like in England. I see guys getting in confrontations when they filter up to the front of the stoplight, and then they got one dude yelling at them. And it's like the dude's arguing that's not legal, the bike or the moped's like it is legal, and then they just get in this big old argument over something, and it's like, do I really want to give myself that kind of headache where I'm just going to get yelled at by every single person I try to filter past at a stoplight? It's like, I ride my bike because I just want to get away from it all, just come out and cruise and have fun. So it's like, is sitting in traffic really that big of a pain to me? No, it's not. And it's just one of those things. It's like everybody has their preferences, but yeah, it freaking bakes me to death, but I don't mind sitting in traffic in my Harley. It just doesn't seem like a logical solution to anything. And I also hear the argument of, well, that Mercedes is making a weird noise. Oh Jesus, what happened that there are this many fire trucks? Sorry for that ooh squirrel moment. But I also hear the argument that it helps traffic. There are not enough motorcycles on the road for filtering to help traffic. There's just not. There's just not. So I don't get that argument at all either. Like right here, what would be the point of me filtering up right here? All I'm gonna have to do is argue with that Lexus about all I'm gonna have to do is argue with that Lexus over lane position. I'm gonna have to accelerate harder than I want to beat them off the light, because I already saw that Range Rover is impatient. So it's like, right here, what is the point? Where am I going to get any faster by filtering up right here? But there's my opinion. First point, it causes too much road rage from people in cars and people in bikes. Second point, I don't think it's any safer. And third point, I don't think it helps traffic or gets you anywhere any faster. So we can you can talk about it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. But that's it for this video. See you guys next time.